Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of It's All Geek To Me. Again, my name is Ariel and I'm with Tyler and I'm with Ricardo, aka Pico. Today we want to talk about, first of all, we want to wish you guys happy holidays. And we're going to be talking about the Hawkeye episode 1 through number 3. We're also going to be breaking down some news that we gather around these couple of weeks that we've been MIA. So we apologize for that, but we are back on track. But first of all, I want to ask you guys, about your Thanksgiving. How was that for your Thanksgiving?
It was good, man. It was small. Just had a couple people over, but first time doing the whole turkey, so it came out good, nice and juicy. So I was happy.
So I like it, yeah.
Flavorful,
Yeah, juicy turkey, bro. Every turkey I've ever eaten is fucking dry.
It was, the roasting bag, man. That was the key, man. I put it in a roasting bag, and that's kept,
smart.
It
sealed kept the juice.
Yep, and I put butter all in the skin the night before, and the butter melted into it.
So that sounds sexy.
I swear, I've had turkey so many times. It's
dry.
always so dry. I always go for the ham because the turkey's too dry.
It's too lean of the meat,
Yeah. I still got a honey baked ham too, but
and
that's good. Those are fine.
What about you, man? What did you do? Did you make some turkey or what?
3 Thanksgivings for all the families. Right now that I'm married, I gotta go freaking everywhere. But it was good. Yeah, it was a solid gathering everywhere. Had some good times. So
awesome. Yeah. So that's great. Yeah. I mean, same here. We just went to my in-laws' house. We ate some turkey. I think the best part was the mac and cheese. We did some homemade mac and cheese, but. We actually ate the last of it leftovers yesterday. I made the last mac and cheese on it. It's kind of pushing it, but a couple days out. But I was hungry, so we definitely ate that. But
how do you do homemade mac and cheese? You actually go in there and start making the macaronis.
So what you do is pasta. Yeah, you get the pasta. You roll it out, and then you get the little you cut the shells.
Yeah,
and
you did all that?
No, I'm just kidding.
We
bought the bag of shells, and then we made the we put in a bunch of cheese blends and stuff like that, and
put the bacon in there and stuff.
Yeah,
some Velveeta cheese.
We did. We did some weird ones. We did mozzarella. We did some yellow cheddar, and there was one that was a weird name I couldn't think of it, but it came out really good, dude. We made it and then we baked it. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. So first of all, we're gonna talk about some news. I guess the first major one that I want to talk to you guys about is the tickets. When Spider-Man No Way Home came out, the tickets, which was on Monday. Well, no, it's actually Sunday around 10 o'clock Arizona time.
Yeah.
Fandango, AMC, all the websites went down. I remember I was texting these guys who were already asleep. We were in a group chat, and I'm like, dude, we gotta buy tickets because we're trying to make sure to see what theater we're gonna go to. And we bought them the next day. Thanks to this guy Tyler, he got them all for us. But I guess the pre-sale tickets, for 2021, it's the most pre-sale tickets, for a movie. And it actually broke Infinity War's, ticket sales basically. So, pretty impressive,
I would think they'd be used to their ticket demand to be handled properly with all their service and whatnot. Just set up queues. It's the biggest movie of the year.
Yeah.
People are being wanting to watch the movie and they haven't gone out to go see a movie. So
they've gotten a little better with it over the years because I know every year when when the new Star Wars would come out, they would always crash too, Fandango. But they put you in virtual queues, virtual line, which kind of helps.
Well, yeah. So when I logged in, it basically didn't process. I did multiple theaters just to make sure, and I was I'm just gonna pray and keep my fingers crossed so we can get some tickets the next day. And when I saw that text, I'm like, dude, I'm so glad we got tickets. We were getting 6 tickets, so it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I was surprised there was a lot of seats for the 7:30 showtime. But they had showtimes every half an hour. So
yeah.
I mean, since 3 p.m. Yeah, so I mean,
out big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, also we want to talk about is I think they did this on purpose. So when they released the tickets, they confirmed that there's going to be a trilogy with Tom Holland. So we're gonna get more of him for Spider-Man. Do you guys like Tom Holland, or who's your favorite Spider-Man?
I mean, my favorite's Tobey, but Tom Holland, he's a close second. I think he's a perfect MCU Spider-Man. He fits well in the MCU.
He's just skinny, how in the MCU, when you looked at some of the comics, he looks kind of big, but he's supposed to be, basically a high school.
I like the high school age,
and he's young too. I think he's the youngest.
He looks like he should be in high school, so they did a good job with that.
Yeah. Do you like Tobey, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland?
Andrew who?
Garfield.
Oh yeah, who's that?
What are you talking about? He's the best Spider-Man, dude.
You think that he's the best Spider-Man?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say.
My personal favorite is Tom Holland. Toby is the OG. Like I grew up on that. But Tom Holland, I feel like he's I don't know. I just have to like. I really like the way that he acts, and I think that he's played really good roles in all the movies he's done, and also like all the scenes and like.
I like Tom, and I like the way that he portrays Spider-Man. However, him as an actor, I don't think that he can carry a movie. All his movies right now have been with like very strong villains.
Yeah.
So like they're like whoever the nemesis is in that movie they're very heavy.
Yeah.
So they help him carry that specific movie. Even this one, he has Benedict Cumberbatch, and then he has all the other villains in it. So we'll see if the new trilogy it's more him standing alone versus the actual villain. But for whatever reason, every time I think about his movies, it seems like the villains or whoever the actor is on the villains overshadows him a little bit. And it could be because he's young and he was brand new to the MCU. But I don't know, getting to his third movie or sixth movie now because it was in all the other Avengers movie, I think that he should start carrying the movie a little bit more. But I still like him.
Yeah, I feel like I agree with you. I feel like he's got some really big villains. Like I think that for the movies that
Michael Keaton, Jake Gyllenhaal, and then he had
big actors like big.
RDJ was in the first Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. And now he's getting the old villains. So he I agree.
And all the old Spider-Man,
Exactly.
And now all the old Spider-Man. So I'm hoping that he's able to pick up some of that slack because I don't think that they're gonna be able to like keep bringing, big actors. I know Tom Hardy will be with the Venom, but I don't know.
That'll probably be the new trilogy, Like
I just want I want him to like, I don't know, grow more as an actor where it makes me feel more for him.
Well, like the first 3 movies that he made with with the MCU, I feel like that kind of, or like in a way they kind of they were testing like the audience to see if they would like him, and I think he did really good. I liked him. I think Far From Home is like one of my favorite, like one of my favorite movies from him. So I feel like now that people like them, they're gonna make 3 more, and this is where he's gonna basically step up his game. I feel like because it's probably gonna be like the Sinister Six. I'm assuming stuff like that. But I agree. Toby is definitely the OG for sure.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ant-Man and the Wasp as well. Quantumania apparently has rap filming as well, so that's another movie that's gonna be pretty badass. We're going back, with Kang. So
that's another one I'm looking. I can wait more for the villain in that one too. Like Ant-Man's
You think he'll be an anti-hero at the end where he actually fixes all the timelines?
I could see that.
Yeah, that's a good theory. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know that much about Kang. I'll be straight up, to be honest. I think like my biggest villain when I put all my focus on was like Thanos, and now that he's done, I'm still trying to get over. It's like a breakup, trying to get over that.
Everywhere I see him, I see him.
Exactly. So I'm wondering, like, I'm assuming he's like the next Thanos. He's like the #1 villain that everybody's gonna basically be fighting, because I don't think there's gonna be anybody big, besides him. I feel like you're gonna have little villains, but
you don't think he could be like a Loki? I know Loki stuck around, but Loki was like the first villain that the Avengers fought.
I know, but I think it's changed. I think him going to different timelines, jumping.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, Loki as a villain, he was like the first one that the Avengers fought, and then from there, it was like, he was being like sent by
different bad
guys. So I don't know, could there actually be someone controlling Kang or like working with Kang?
Maybe Kang's working with someone because he's been throughout all of time, right? So he's probably met all kinds of.
Maybe like he's got like his different variants that he works with, and some that he like kind of clashes with.
I think one variant's gonna come, like you said, it's gonna help like the Avengers, or whatever, defeat the evil variant of himself. You know what I mean?
So
it's him defeating himself.
Yeah, the one that they met in Loki series, I think that he was like.
The old guy. I forget the name.
He Who Remains.
No,
he was like the last one. Yeah.
I feel like he was even. He was fair. He was just like in the middle of both. Like, but at the end of that scene of Loki, the first season, you can see the actual Kang variant. That I feel like that's gonna be the bad one. Yeah. He had the suit.
Statue. Yeah.
He had the suit like in the comic books with the green and purple. And
there was actually today. There was a leaked photo from the Ant-Man and the Wasp. set, it was the Ant-Man's helmet broken. Oh, and then you can see Kang's reflection on the helmet. And it looks very comically accurate.
Oh, nice.
But the instead of blue eyes, they're yellow eyes. Oh, nice. So it looks pretty dope. So I'm hoping
Jonathan Majors, I feel like he's gonna do
if he's gonna be a major, like the main villain, they can't just settle him in one movie. They need to keep bringing him for a couple of movies.
I think he'll be back for a couple.
Yeah, Kevin Feige did say that they won't be doing like a big team up Avengers movie for quite some time. Because I feel they gotta like write out the full story again, but I want Jonathan Majors, if he's gonna be the big villain, to like be stretched out.
I think he might like come in as like not the most powerful version of Kang, and then he might show up and fight, you know, Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumania, and it might lead to where like nobody dies or nobody's defeated, but it's like, you know,
it's like unsure what happens.
Unsure what happens.
Yeah. Ambiguous.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, so changing the topic back to Spider-Man. So I'm pretty active on Twitter as far as you guys as well too, and you know we get a lot of our news from there. There's rumored to be 2 post-credit scenes on Spider-Man No Way Home. So I'm actually pretty stoked about that because we had 2 of those in Eternals as well. So any guesses on? I mean, we're not trying to spoil anything, but you know, obviously it's just fun to talk theories and stuff like that. So any guesses on what you think it might be on those post-credit scenes?
The first one, probably like what you were saying, it might be Venom if he's not introduced in the movie. It might be.
I highly doubt they'll introduce into the movie.
Probably not, because there's already so much going on with Electro, Sandman, Green Goblin, Doc Ock. I mean, maybe unless that part at the end of the trailer, I can't stop, I'm coming through, Doctor Strange, and then it's like Venom
just lands
he just pops
and
up.
starts fighting with Spider-Man.
Maybe that'd be kind of crazy.
I don't know.
That would be so. It would be.
I know.
I don't want it to get out of hand,
vibes,
dude.
Man. It's
I don't
giving
want
me
it to get out of
Spider-Man 3
hand.
vibes.
I mean, you know, like again, this might be spoilers, but like, I mean, everybody knows, and this is assuming, you know, Toby and Andrew Garfield to be in the Spider-Man No Way Home. So I saw this thing on Twitter as well.
Whoa!
I don't want to know about this now.
I don't want to know any spoilers.
Tell me the day after we watch it.
Okay, we'll just save it, but let's just say that I think that it's gonna be those Spider-Man versions of them coming in towards the end of the movie. I feel like.
Oh, when he's like, I can't, they're coming through. Maybe
that's when they help him, because obviously everybody saw the trailer when, you know, the Lizard's getting punched in the face and they're fighting at the statue, not the Statue of Liberty, but Captain America.
Yeah.
Statue.
Well, you could kind of look. You can see all the 3 villains were like going after like someone like.
So
Tom was
specific.
Tom was they were all like going toward, like Tom was going after one in the middle and then the 2 on the sides are going towards, so I'm sure that'll be like the money shot where it's all 3 of them swinging in.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean that's me, but I don't want to ruin it for Pico. I don't want to get mad at me.
So. I honestly don't think that's the final battle scene.
You don't think so?
I hope not. I hope that's like.
So. You think it's
the 3rd act scene?
Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland fighting.
No, I think that he goes. Let's say like the first act is all the way up to like him talking to Doctor Strange and getting
and then the spell breaks, right?
And the spell breaks. Then the first villain's gonna come out
on the freeway.
Yeah, Doc Ock.
Yep.
And then that same night, it'll go into like them fighting, and all the Spider-Mans all of a sudden, I don't know.
Let's not talk about
I don't want it to be the final scene, dude. I don't want them to already show me what the heck's gonna happen.
Well, Marvel,
who's gonna be in the final scene.
Marvel's really good at like showing something in the trailers, and then also they change a lot of it in the actual movie, or they don't even show scenes that are, you know, they show you scenes that you might think is gonna be in the movie, and it's not in the movie. So I think they're just doing that on purpose, so you think that's the final scene. Excuse me, but.
I hope so too.
Yeah, we'll wait for the movie. We're gonna 2 more weeks, so we're gonna go there and check it out.
We'll be back after the movie. We'll give you our instant reactions.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna we have some surprises. That's gonna be sick.
I don't know about you, but the bar set high for me for this movie.
Oh, me too.
It's just I can't not have it set high.
I want to walk out of there and feel like I don't know, like
I want to have the feeling I had when I saw Infinity War. When I saw Infinity War, I mean, I walked out of the theater and I was like, wow, that was like...
It left you with a cliffhanger at the end where you're like, man, I gotta wait another year.
Everybody effing died.
I know, but I mean, I don't need it to be like a cliffhanger like that, but I just want that feeling. Like, I mean, when Doctor Strange was fighting Thanos, like, and he was like, made all those copies of himself. And,
that was a badass fight.
I mean, there were parts in that movie that just made me feel like, ka-cha, like, you know, so I hope this movie does that too.
Russo Brothers, too.
Alright, guys.
So.
We gotta keep going.
How about we just go around real quick and think that's something that will happen in the movie?
Oh my God.
Just a guess.
I think.
Don't tell me any spoilers. I know you've seen some random.
No, I mean
He's
the
gonna tell me
spoilers
something
that
to
happen.
Twitter.
It sounds like something's really minimal.
Okay, well, just tell me what you think is gonna happen in the movie.
I think that you had a good point, and I'm kind of scared of this, but somebody's gonna die obviously in the movie, and I have 3 guesses of 3 people that could die. I think that it could either be MJ, like you said. Now that you planted that scene in my head, I think that could be Tobey Maguire, that Spider-Man version, if they do show up in this movie, which I'm 100% sure they're gonna show up, or it could be Happy. You know, and those are all pretty. I think Happy, like that one would affect me the most. I really love the guy. I feel like he's a.
It's weird that you say that Happy will affect you the most.
Well, he's been around since the first Iron Man.
I mean, he has.
2008.
But he's like he's a good support in the movies. He's Happy. You know, that's his name is Happy.
And he's really close to Tom. You know, like he's kind of like.
I personally would not be sad if he dies.
I'd be sad, but I won't cry. I'll cry if Tobey dies.
If Tobey dies, I think that's a character there. Everybody's just gonna get punched in the
I might throw my arms up, throw my goggles on the ground, and say, "I'll be in the car. I'll wait for you guys."
Think about this though. Tobey will be sad, but we're getting spoiled to seeing Tobey again. And actually, we never when the 3rd Spider-Man movie came out with Tobey, we never expected to see him ever again.
Yeah, but I never expected to see him come back to die. So that's the other thing. So
everybody dies eventually. He's gonna die in real life.
I know, but I don't want to see him die on screen. That's the only thing. It's like I want to pretend that he lived on with Mary Jane.
All right, we gotta get back on track here, but we're gonna leave all the Spider-Man stuff. We're gonna come back and make another video afterwards. But we want to talk about in that department, with Spider-Man, the multiverse, and all that. The Doctor Strange, the Multiverse Madness first trailer is supposed to be dropping. At the same time that the movie's coming out. So hopefully we'll get our first trailer of the Multiverse Madness for Doctor Strange in about 2 weeks from now. That's going to be another badass movie.
I think it'll be about New Year's when they release it.
You think so?
Yeah. Probably be after.
It'll probably be around. I mean, it's still around that time.
It might be after Spider-Man because I'm sure Spider-Man's going to affect
What if it drops in the previews when you're watching the movie and you see the Multiverse Madness trailer right there? How sick would that be?
Well, I think the Spider-Man movie is going to be affecting
Multiverse and
Madness, so they're not going to be showing things of that movie until this movie has probably been out for like 2 weeks. Dude, so that's what I'm saying. At the end of the year, we potentially
the post-credit scene is a trailer for fucking.
It could be. Strange. Maybe the second one is a little tease.
It'll be a little tease, but I think
they need to do that. That'd be cool.
It's going to be one of the post-credit scenes. It's going to be a tease of your boy that you've been calling
Doctor Strange.
Mephisto, yeah.
Mephisto will eventually be in the MCU. I'll bet my soul on that. But
he's coming for you now.
Yeah. And speaking of the multiverse madness, they've had to do 6 major reshoots. So it takes about 6 weeks to reshoot it. So good things coming out next year, obviously. But that
March, right?
March, yeah. So that tells you a lot. I mean, they're redoing some stuff on there because, I'm assuming with Spider-Man, I think as it went along.
Maybe they changed some stuff in the Spider-Man script and that affected the script.
Is it bad to say that I'm more excited for Doctor Strange than for Spider-Man right now?
No, I mean, I'm excited for Doctor Strange, but Spider-Man's like one of my favorites.
It's like saying that
Spider-Man's like one of my favorites, but I feel like they've shown so much already in the trailers. Like, stop showing me.
You made me mad by watching the trailer.
That's also good and watch it. That's also good and bad. Also good and bad because they can be showing you a lot of false information, and they're gonna make.
And I get that point, but it's not that. How much can it really alter?
You never know. I'm telling you, man.
I know what you mean.
Dude, remember how in Infinity War, when they did the trailer, they had all the Avengers running at the end.
Yeah, I know they cut that part. The Hulk was that was the money shot too.
I'm telling you, it's a big difference. Bruce Banner inside the Hulk Iron Man suit, but I'm telling you, they're gonna do something like that. Like,
I hope so.
But it's messed up. And now that I told you, it's like I'm putting the 2 trailers together. I'm putting the whole movie together.
I know.
What's gonna happen?
Don't do that, because you're gonna lower your expectations, and then you're just gonna go in a negative mindset. So you just
I don't have.
And I just hate that. Like, if I didn't watch the trailer because initially I was not seeing it, I was already seeing so much stuff in the
screenshots, man.
Yeah,
photos nonstop.
Anyways, and move on.
Yeah. All right. Anyways. Our next news that we have, and this is kind of Spider-Man related, but Michael Keaton is supposed to be filming some Vulture mystery project right now. So, I'm thinking it's just Sinister Six stuff. So
it's gotta be right.
Morbius.
Morbius reshoots, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, Morbius, because Morbius in the trailer you see basically every universe
And they show Keaton and they're Doc, I'll see you around. There's that one line or whatever.
All right, and then
we should stay in touch, Doc.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not Marvel related, but it's still, I feel like this would be a badass movie. But the Predator prequel is releasing summer 2022. So
is it a movie or a TV show?
I think it's gonna be a TV show.
Oh,
that's what I think it is, because they didn't specify if it was a movie or anything like that. But I mean, a lot of the prequels now that are coming out, they're all TV series. They're all shows. So. And then you mentioned this, the HBO Max released a prequel of Game of Thrones, and then they seem to scrap the first episode. Do you think it's because it was bad, or they need to like?
Yeah, I heard that it was not up to their standards. But if you drop literally $30 million onto a specific episode supposed to launch a series, that's money down the drain. Literally.
I mean, I can think of like I can think of like a lot of things I could do with $30 million, and I think they should just give us $10 million each. We've been having a way better producer for this show, and
right now we got to deal with Ariel.
Editing. Yeah, I do okay. I didn't take any classes or anything like that. I'm just a high school dropout. So at least we got a couple videos up, so we're getting there. So. Okay, so going into the topic right now, into what we're going to talk initially, we're just going to talk about Hawkeye. So, there's 3 episodes that we've had. You can already tell Pico right now how he feels about it. I'm going to be honest, I watched maybe like 10, 15 minutes of the first one. I fell asleep. It was late. I've been drinking a little bit. I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just put it on. My wife was sleeping, so I'm like, I got some time. I like the intro. You have obviously, the New York battle and the intro.
Oh, you like that part where she was like watching from her window?
Yeah, I like that. It's kind of cool.
And they show Hawkeye do his like really cool scene.
Yeah,
and that's probably the best part.
Second episode was really slow. Third episode had a little bit of action, and I have mixed feelings about it. I feel like it's kind of a slow show. It's not an MCU. Like he said, it was a kind of a CW show. It seemed like, so
like Supergirl or something.
Yeah, I mean like
Flash.
I feel like the Superman girl. Show Supergirl. I feel like it's something like that. So, let me ask you guys, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on the first 3 episodes, and give me any ratings or anything that you found
I would say it feels like a CW show. I'm watching it because it's in the MCU, so I feel like almost obligated to watch it.
You have to.
Like I forgot that the episode came out yesterday because I wasn't even like getting like excited for it, and we're already halfway through the series. It's only 6 episodes.
Well,
but
I hope so, man.
But it's nothing special, but everyone's like loving it. It's got like an 8.1 rating on IMDb, so people are loving it. I don't see the chemistry between Renner. There might be bots between Renner and Haley. I mean, I like Haley Steinfeld, but her character.
I like her more as a singer. So
her character is just not really interesting so far.
Yeah.
And she's annoying, dude.
And Hawkeye's just, I don't know.
Dude, I thought it was going to be Hawkeye's daughter, first of all.
No, yeah.
And because, in the movies, like Endgame and... Yeah, so...
so back to Hawkeye. I don't know. It's nothing great. I mean, episode 2 with the live action role playing, that was kind of lame. I don't know. Just the whole, like... Remember that when he had to get his suit back? And he had to, like, dress up and do the LARPing? You don't remember that?
Oh my god.
That's what I mean. It just felt like
it
feels corny, man. Like the show just feels. It doesn't feel. I mean, I know it's supposed to be more lighthearted, but I don't know.
Are they doing it lighthearted because of the holidays?
I think
maybe, but I mean, I think that's probably my favorite part is like the Christmas setting.
You know how I've been. Sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, the one thing I do like is his hearing aid thing. I think that's kind of cool when they show like the flashbacks, all the explosions, and show he's a regular guy.
He's a regular guy, so yeah.
I like that. That's like my favorite part, and I like the last episode when he was talking to his son and he couldn't like hear him, and she had to like write it on the notepad. That was probably like the only part that I liked. Other than that, nothing.
So what would you rate it?
Like so far overall, 5.5 out of 10, or like a 6 maybe. I don't know. I have to think about it. But it's my least favorite of all the news. I mean, Falcon was my least favorite, and I still liked it. But this one's below Falcon.
That one was kind of slow too, and then towards the end it got a little better.
It got a little better, but
I think that we've gotten spoiled by Marvel being so consistently good for so long, where we literally got movies that they were solid, and it was literally for like a 5-year or more.
Probably the longest.
It's just
the longest
just
time
solid
span for any like franchise.
Movies. Just solid movies. Like we have Thor: The Dark World, but after that it was just like solid. Captain Marvel or whatever. Some people liked it, but it was like, at least mixed reviews on that one. But it was just consistently we were getting good things, and all of a sudden we hit 2021. We get WandaVision. People think it's solid. Some people think it's bad. I think it was solid.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was solid.
Then we go to Captain Falcon. Some people liked it. Some people didn't like it.
Not as solid, but it was still good.
And then we go to Loki. Most people liked it, and now we're back to like it's okay.
Loki was badass.
Loki was my favorite for sure.
Yeah, and then look at the movies too. We get Black Widow. People with Black Widow think it's like some people think it's solid, some people think it's bad. And then we go to Shang-Chi. Most people like it. And now we go to Eternals. Eternals is like
very divided.
Actually, very divided.
I like Eternals too, but I get the pacing issues. It's very.
There's a lot to cover. No,
it's hard when you're introducing 10 people. That's what, there's 10 Eternals to introduce, and you got to try to introduce like the Celestials too.
Yeah, it was a lot to cover, and I feel like they did okay. They did it good. I mean,
that's where I'm coming from. Like, I think the Marvel has gotten to the point where it's kind of sketching me out, even for Spider-Man, because we were talking about that. But now with this show, it honestly doesn't even feel. Remember when I kept saying like a lot of the things that Marvel were going for? This seems like dark, dude. Like I would not like show this to like a younger audience.
Oh yeah.
This show is completely different. I would show this to like someone super young. It's like, what's going on here? Like
they probably realize that, and they gotta make a show where it's like, okay, it's anybody can watch it. We have a young girl.
It's so cheesy and corny. Her dialogue just kills the show. I don't like her dialogue. The pacing is very slow.
I feel
I don't.
What do you?
It's like her dad died. It's like, I'll give you anything you want. What do you want? I want a bow and an arrow. I'm like, what?
I got a Nissan GT.
Like, just like at 7 years old, I just want a bow and an arrow.
Saw Hawkeye,
Oh
well, gosh. I mean, this is the way. Honestly, like,
I don't know. The writers are letting me down.
I think it.
I give it like
5
a 4.
at most.
You give it
5
a 4.
You give it a 4?
You give it a 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not digging it. I'll watch it still, but here's what I see. It's gonna be an introduction to the things that I can see that's kind of cool. Okay, they had a little shot, and I saw like a breakdown video. They have the Avengers old tower in the back, and we're still trying to find out who bought the tower. So I hope they can show who has that tower bought. Obviously, they might introduce Kingpin as well. So.
That'd be cool.
There's things like that.
That'll make it better if they do. I feel
like we're gonna get something out of this. So I think the investment's gonna be worth it. We'll definitely get something. But it's kind of nice to have this because then we're gonna look back and we go see Spider-Man.
You know what I think it is too.
I think. Sorry, just really quickly. I think it's if we look at it at a perspective that it's just a bridging show to like potentially bigger things.
I think so.
Then I can see it being okay-ish.
Yeah. So at this point, it's just filler.
It's just like a filler. It's like, hey, we don't have that much Marvel thing, but we got all these things going on. Here's this. This will bridge the gap.
You know what it is? It was, hey, Scarlet, she got Black Widow, but Jeremy didn't get anything. Let's give him 6 episodes. Let's give him his little show. So
I mean, happy to. What's that for this?
Was always never that interesting.
After this?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the same tone.
Is She-Hulk after this?
I think so.
Sometime next year, yeah. Probably
I think She-Hulk. We have She-Hulk, Armor Wars, and then Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Secret Invasion thing is gonna be underrated.
Secret Invasion, they got some good actors in it, so hopefully it's good.
I think it'll be underrated.
You gonna watch what is it? Miss Marvel?
The Marvel.
That's the CW show right there. That's straight up. The trailer looked like CW straight up. Like worse. It looked like the low of the CW.
She needs to be introduced before the movie, right? The Marvels.
I guess that's got to be sometime next year. But that looked bad. That little teaser they showed on.
That was bad.
It was on Disney Plus Day. Man, I was not digging it.
Oh man.
I mean, right now it's the only thing that's showing. I think that we should be grateful for having something.
I mean, yeah, it's always nice to have a new.
And I'm just counting the day. Hey, I'm counting the days till December 16th.
Yeah, I think we all are.
So should we keep it? Should we just keep it a surprise, or should we tell them what we did for the movie?
No, tell them.
All right, so
we'll post a picture with that.
Well, actually, I think that we know it'd be funny. I think we should do a next video. And show them.
That's fine. That's fine. We can do that.
I will keep it as a surprise, but it's not. It's appropriate. We'll show you guys next video.
It's appropriate.
It's appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to thank you guys for your patience. You know, we've been gone for about a month. You know, family stuff. All of us, you know, so we want to thank you guys. We'll be uploading this video, and we'll be uploading weekly. I know, like how we did before. Obviously, I don't think we're gonna upload on Christmas week, but other than that, just let us know. You know, give us some feedback. Thank you again for watching, and we appreciate your time. Again, I'm Ariel. This is Tyler, and this is Pico. We'll see you guys next week.